not something that is already on paper, that it was just a proposal by word of mouth?
Let me tell you, I think from where I sit, I think it was not just a statement. That statement is loaded. And I think there is more than meet the eye in that statement. You are well aware that there has been some maneuvers to return evictees back to Mau Forest. And that's why when you see people like Senator Cherengei supporting that, it is part of the plan to return people back into the Mau Forest. In Honorable Rigathi's former constituency, we also have a problem of people who are evicted from the Mount Kenya forest. And that could be another way of telling them to go back where they came from. So this is very absurd, and that is why we are saying all this populist statement from the new administration must stop. They must realize they're no longer in the campaign. They must realize that they have the responsibility to lead this country, to organize this country. And that's why we are calling upon the president and his deputy. Please step backwards and organize your government. You cannot tell us that the PSS and the CSS who are there in Uhuru administration will continue in office until you have a cabinet. You have a responsibility to Kenyans to give us a cabinet that will implement your manifesto.
But it is
whether you are having internal issues in your coalition or not, we need a cabinet that will be making these policy positions, not two individuals roaming around the country,
but
giving a roadside declaration on policy.
Isn't it fair to appreciate the fact that perhaps, you know, the new administration and the president is, and there has been a lot of jostling for these positions, even from the members who are very close to him, who are already even in parliament, hoping to get cabinet secretary positions, that perhaps he wants to get the right people in those slots?
Yes, he wants to get the right people, but then he should wait. He should not make serious policy directives without the intervention of his government. We need to have a cabinet, and the process in cabinet is that you do a cabinet memo, it is discussed, and sometimes it comes to parliament for further interrogation. So we would advise them to organize their government and only issue policy directives which have been interrogated by his own government, not just someone waking up and making a declaration, which in fact we were in Senate retreat, and most of the Kenya Kwanza senators were actually astonished by that statement from Rigathi, clearly implying that even within the coalition, there was no consultation among the coalition members on the issue of Shamba system, which is quite unfortunate.